I remember
we let her go, but it made
timing is everything.
I remember you jumping up and down in the winner's circle, hugging your driver.
Always
all right, let's pay everybody off here. Twig 210, 210, 210. Can't get any lower than that. Dive bar 6 even and 440. KB Mac number 5 was third, 360. Your dollar perfecta $12.10. 50-cent try 265, 26.75, and the super $85.50. The official order of finish, race 12. Jason has it for us.
The 2 Twig returns 210, 210, 210. Second, the 6 Dive Bars, $6, 440. Third of the 5 KB Mac, 360. Dollar perfecta 26, 12, 10. 50-cent try 265, 26.75. 50-cent super 265, 3, 85.50. Rundown for the 12th race, the 1 BBT scratch injured. The 2 Twig, the race winner, timed at 1:54 and 1/5. The 2 Ocean Blue 4, the 3 Section Line Twister 6, the 5 KB Mac 3, the 6 Dive Bar 2, the 7 Natural Gem 5, the 8 Yankee Keeler 7. Recheck, scratch injured, 146, 32, 5, 7 on the bottom. Time of the mile 1:54 and 1/5. The upcoming 13th race, Win Place Show, or Win Place only, perfecta, trifecta, superfecta wagering, no show wagering in the upcoming 13th race, Ohio Breeders' Championship, 3-year-old colt in gelding pace, the 2nd division.
There you have it, folks. Just a wisp of a breeze here at the fairgrounds on this Thursday afternoon jog. We need another timeout. When we come back, more with Joe McLeod of the Sugar Valley Farms. We'll talk jug sale, and then we'll talk the big sales, Lexington and Harrisburg, after this.
Sugar Valley Farm in Delaware, Ohio is proud to be a part of the sports rejuvenation in the Buckeye State, dedicated to providing the best stallions available at any price point. Lather Up, who equaled the all-time record of 146, joins world champion Down by the Seaside. 2009 Pacer of the Year, Well Said. Mr. Wiggles, sire of 2015 Horse of the Year, Wiggle It Jiggle It, and $2 million winning trotter, Creatine. For more, log on to SugarValleyFarmStallions.com. Comes away, parked in third, continues something down to the inside for him.
We're back. A look at what everybody is ready to present today. A look at the Little Brown Jugs. More with Joe McLeod, again, the master of the Sugar Valley Farms, just a stone's throw from the fairgrounds here. Joe, you just told us a quick story off camera. It's an absolute delight. Repeat it for everyone else to hear, please.
This is one of the greatest things in harness racing, with everybody getting along with each other and being able to be face-to-face with everybody. But the leading trainer and wins, or the leading driver and wins ever in the history of our sport, Dave Pallone, wins today with trotter and world record time. I gave him a ride back to the paddock, and he said, hey, Joe, I saw your son and he was helping you do the pylons on Facebook the other day. He goes, that's awesome. He goes, here, give the kid the whip. And threw me the whip. So I'm sure Will will be excited.
And he's a 14-year-old, so yeah, he'll treasure that thing probably for a very, very long time.
Or he'll whip me with it when I tell him to mow the lawn.
He might. Hopefully not, because then you'll put him right in his place. All right, listen, I guess it was last Friday, big sale in the state of Ohio. They called it the Jug Select Sale. Nobody knew what to expect. Nobody knew what was going to happen. You tell us how it turned out.
It turned out phenomenal. We did $6.7 million. It was the highest grossing sale in the history of the Ohio Select Jug Sale. We had 5 new stallions come into the state with offering their first yearlings this year, and it was Down by the Seaside that stands at my farm through Diamond Creek, and we were totally excited with the results that he brought. We sold 46 and averaged just a little over $40,000, and so that was pretty awesome. And then there was Fear the Dragon, What the Hill, Creatine, and Long Tom with their first crops that came in, and then Lost for Words had one in the sale that was involved in the epic battle with Wiggle It Jiggle It here in the final.
Lots of great memories.
It's a phenomenal time going on in Ohio. We have a lot of great races, and we have a lot of good opportunities for people throughout, having 68 county fairs participate in racing as well.
And you still got a few saved up for Lexington, the selected sale there?
Yeah, Sugar Valley Farm, we're selling them this year through Diamond Creek Farm as agent. They do a phenomenal job, and Adam and I work together quite well. And so we have 3 of our own down there, and then there's 100, right at about 100 Ohio breds selling down there as well on the last day. And there's 27 down by the seaside, so we're pretty excited about what we have to offer in Lexington as well.
Do you think the participation and the showing up of people in Lexington will be as good, if not better?
I think as the restrictions start to go by the wayside, I think there's going to be a lot of people there. And, I'm hoping that some of the Canadians can get there because they're an integral part of our racing here in North America. And there's a lot of industry-leading horses that'll be sold down there. And hopefully they can come down and enjoy 2 weeks of great racing and then go back into their quarantine, however that goes. But I'm hoping it'll be well attended. And we here in Ohio at our Select Jug Sale, we followed all the protocols. 99% of the people did a great job with it, and it was social distance, and I think we did a very good job at the sale.
Well, obviously the results speak for themselves. What'd you think about the news that was released just a couple of hours ago about Tall Dark Stranger? Have you heard about that yet?
I heard about that yesterday, actually.
Okay, well, and, you got the inside track. We have to wait for the official release.
I think it's a great opportunity for him. Hanover has a lot of the best brood mares there are in the industry, so any horse that gets to go to Hanover has a wonderful opportunity. But a horse like Tall Dark Stranger, he was one of my pipe dream horses that I would love to have at our farm. Down by the seaside was one of them, and now, horses like Tall Dark Stranger, they could stand in Timbuktu and get a full book at whatever price they want because everybody wants a piece of them. But Ohio's coming up on the heels of Pennsylvania, where we're going to be looked upon as one of the top states in racing here in the United States and in North America, and we're not too far behind, so hopefully we'll start being able to bring more in. But like I stated earlier, we had What the Hill, Fear the Dragon, and down by the seaside were the 3 top horses from their 3-year-old campaign that all came to the state of Ohio, and it's proven by the way they're selling, and we get to see them race. But Well Said's came into the state. He's the #1 sire this year, and he's at my farm as well, my farm with my Uncle Billy. And he's the leading sire in his first crop eligible here in Ohio this year for 2-year-olds, and it's a great place.
Okay, very quickly before they step out on the track here for race 13, if somebody in Ohio or anywhere else is looking to get involved in this program, how do they contact you and your farm, and how do they get involved?
SugarValleyFarmStallions.com. Anybody can get involved in many different ways. I can always listen to them and tell them where to go. There's tremendous opportunities through various avenues where you can buy 1% to 10% to a whole horse, and I'm more than happy to help guide people through it.
All right, there's the bugle. Stick around, Joe. We're going to have Ron Burke on the headset after this post-parade for race 13. No show wagering in this Ohio Breeders' Championship for the Glamour Boys, the 3-year-old pacing colts.
Maybe the first time Ronnie will have to
Sugar Valley Farm, post-parade for the 13th. Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-year-old colt and gelding pace $48,121. #1, Ocean Rock. The driver, Dan Noble. #2, Mr. Wiggle It with Matt Kukele. #3, Wrecking Crew. Make the driver Dexter Dunn. #4, Stanford Court. Ronnie Wren Jr. drives. #5, Opportune Hanover with Chris Page. #6, Gray Dragon. The driver, Brett Miller. And & 7, Johnny Rocket. Tyler Smith in the sulky. Win place wagering. Perfected, trifecta, superfecta. Note, no show wagering. No show wagering in the 13th. Dexter Dunn drives the 3 Wrecking Crew. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Thank you very much, Roger. Getting FaceTime with the next guy on the headset is priceless, as they would like to say. We welcome Ron Burke to the broadcast. Been a busy day for you and your brother Mickey, warming up horses, getting ready to go, Ron. Let's talk about Oliver Hanover and his performance today. He's really come around again as a 3-year-old.
Yeah, we had health issues starting to be in the year, and it was a lot. It was a lot to get him back, and he wants to do it. He'll overcome. So I think he'll finish the year up strong. There's one or two really great 3-year-olds, and then there's another group that are right behind him. So some of us have to step up to get to the other group, and hopefully he will.
To begin the card today was a very impressive performance by Heart of Chewbacca. He didn't get a track record today like he did at Northfield, but when you're 1-5, you really don't need a track record, do you?
No, he could have gone anywhere he needed to do today. He actually, the night of the championship, he just didn't seem right. We had to put him on Lasix that week. Today, when I warmed him up, I said, Danny, this is the colt. We know who he is. You can probably do what you want. And, most colts don't get home 26-2 wrapped up like that. It kind of like it was one of the little goosebump moments. That's a real top horse, I think.
I would imagine that's music to a driver's ears when you tell them that, handing them the lines.
Yeah, no, Danny's, he's pretty good. Like, it's his colt. He gave it to me out of nowhere and, said, this is a real top colt. He's making breaks, see if you can figure out. And, from day one, I was like, Danny, you're right. This is the real deal.
All right, you got a pair in this race, the 13th, the Ohio Breeders' Championship, trying to upend the 1-5 Ocean Rock. You've got Mr. Wiggle-It for Kaylee. You've got Opportune Hanover for Chris Page, coming back on a little short rest.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if we had 2 months to prepare for this. We ain't beating him. We're going for get a check.
All right.
Like I tell my guys, you got to scramble for them nickels.
Yep.
Oh,
They add up.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Ronnie, just real quickly, too, we saw your filly win the Buckette today. That'd be a good moment to start the afternoon off.
Well, you know me. I'm real sharp. I can't spell bucket, F it, whatever it is.
It rhymes with something else you said when you said to go ahead and enter him.
Yeah, so I was like, then the more I start looking at the race, I was like, nah, we're going to win this thing. And I, told Maddie, you at least make sure one of them doesn't get biased going, and then once we were on the lead, Jason came to come back. I'm like, park him. It's a 2-horse race here. Yeah, but Maddie let him go. He probably did the right thing, but it would have been more fun for us and the fans if they'd have just wheeled it the whole mile.
Ronnie, Joe McLeod here, and I was able to take you back after that race. And an interesting fact, Ronnie's won like 4.7 million races lifetime. And today, for an interesting fact, in Delaware, Ohio, it was his first bucket win.
That thing, the trophy's nice, too. Usually I'm pretty good on, giving the trophies up to all the other owners, but that one, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, what will you put in the bucket is the thing we're really wondering.
That's the thing is, I'm pretty much, after COVID, borderline alcoholic, so.
Well, I guess I don't have to ask you how you handled the shutdown. You just answered it.
Pretty much from noon on, it was like we'll be obliterated until we start the next morning.
Wine time.
Hey, listen, all of us in Ohio and all of us back in New Jersey and harness fans want to congratulate you for that massive milestone. Over 11,000 wins on Labor Day. How did that feel?
It's really that special. The next number is, 250. I'm not too far from 250 million. That's $250 million. That's pretty cool. And then, I hope to stay healthy and keep rushing. John's only 50 million ahead of that. So, I told Dave Miller we bet a steak dinner like 2 years ago who would get to John first. I don't know if David can't do math, but it was like, David, I do 20 a year, you do 10 a year. I'm going by you, buddy.
Is there a chance he'll ever pay off on that?
Oh, yeah, David's good. Plus, he's scared of me.
Which steakhouse?
Yeah, believe me, it ain't going to be a cheap one. I hope he's not thinking Outback.
Not the Golden Corral.
All right, it's a special week for us here at the Delaware County Fairgrounds, the 75th anniversary of the Little Brown Jug, a race that you have won before. It's special to you. Let me ask you about your entrance today because they're both very, very different. In the 5th race, you've got the one See You at the Beach. Recently moved into your barn here, and when we talked to Mickey Jr. yesterday, he said we've made some radical equipment changes. Can you explain?
Well, we're going to go with no shoes up front today. We're going to take the jaw rope off. We're going to go to a blinker hood and a mini bit. So we're going aggressive and as light as we can go.
Now, for the fans who don't necessarily know what those are, can it be any more radical than that?
No, pretty much the only thing I could have done was pulled his hobbles off, And, I trained him pretty hard and buzzed him through the turn, then warmed him up. I really sent him through. And he felt totally safe, and that's my only question. If I can get through that first turn and still be on the lead or, fighting for the lead, I'll take my chances.
All right,
Ronnie, quick question. Can you explain real fast why you pull the shoes on horses over the magic carpet here?
With here, it's the perfect place. I took them off on San Stefano. First of all, they grip the track better. For him, too, he hits a knee. So, obviously, when he goes to the knee without a shoe on, it's going to be less of a concussion to that knee than with a shoe on. So, I think it'll help him both that way. One, he'll get his foot, you get the whole foot down on the ground to pull, to get traction versus just the rim of a shoe. And then the second part is when he hits his knee, he's not going to hit it as bad.
Let's talk about Cattle Wash in the second elimination. When you found out you landed post 7, did you punch the wall?
No, I called David up. I said, "You want good news or bad news?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yelled at me instead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if I was a loanee, maybe I'd had to rail. But yeah. So I took the 7. I was like, "David, and he's like, oh, we'll be good. We're good from there." And I'm like thinking, I don't know what you're thinking, but whatever. I really thought I brought that horse ready here to win. Like, I thought he was sharp. He warmed up unbelievable. Can't be sharper. So now David's going to have to come up with his part and try to figure this out, at least to, be second or third where we can move in a little bit, for the thing. But it's going to be hard, but there's a lot of good. I think he caught the tougher division, and he got the worst post.
All right, last question, and we'll let you go. A couple of years ago, you trained a filly for our man, Mr. McLeod here. I'm Pink, too. That's got to bring back some pleasant memories. Who was the happiest guy in Ohio that day?
Yeah, no, that was cool. Winning here and then going to Lexington and winning 49 there, it was cool. That was really neat. That was special. Like, things like that you remember.
All right, Ron, thanks so much.
Ronnie.
Yep, good luck a little bit later on, and we'll catch you down the road.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Ronnie Burke, ladies and gentlemen, the leading trainer in the sport. Hey, here's the marquee matchup we've been waiting for. Ocean Rock has the rail. It's Dan Noble, Christy Noble, 1-5. The gate is open. We send it up to Roger.
Horses approaching the starting gate. Three-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers in behind the Mike Wappenberg starting gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. And pacing, Ocean Rock goes for the lead. Stanford Court up on the outside second, getting away third. Mr. Wiggle It as they race into the turn. Wrecking Crew fourth, racing fifth. That's Opportune Hanover. Sixth is Gray Dragon, and Johnny Rocket trails the field. Backing off to settle in third, Stanford Court. Down the backside of the first quarter mark, it's Ocean Rock by a length and 3/4. Opening quarter 26-4. Into the turn they go. Racing second at the 3/8 mark. Around that turn is Mr. Wiggle It, racing third. Going to the first to 8 as Ocean Rock leads the way. Mr. Wiggle It is here second, Stanford Court third. They open up about 6 lengths on the rest of the field. They come to the halfway point. 54-3. Into the turn they go. 27-4, second panel. It's Ocean Rock on top of the field by 3.5. Racing to the backside, Mr. Wiggle It is there second. Stanford Court pacing third. Opportune Hanover is fourth. Fifth on the outside, Gray Dragon. Dan Noble and Ocean Rock trying to show that they might be the best today. Opens up to the 3/4, 121-4. As they race around the final turn. Ocean Rock now by 7. Stanford Court on the outside second. Gray Dragon coming on third. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. Ocean Rock at his best. Comes home by 5.5. Ocean Rock, Dan Noble, look at the timer! 1:49.25.
Well, you heard it there in Roger's voice. An exciting moment here at the Delaware County Fairgrounds as Ocean Rock. I don't know if it's a world record. He'll tell us about that, but it certainly is a stakes record for the Ohio Breeders' Championship that was established a couple of years ago by Bounding Dragon. And who drove that one? Dan Noble, too. Yes. But it was 1:51, so almost 2 full seconds do they beat it here.
That was his Falcon Sealster moment right there.
So impressive. But, I'm just sad that we're not watching him in the jug today.
Well, that was like Falcon Sealster on the undercard, wasn't in the jug, and that was Roger broke out the original look at the timer for that one. And man, Ocean Rock, what a horse. In 2 years, the horses like this will be able to supplement, so just got to be patient. Yep.
Let's watch. Is Dan even asking? No, he's not even asking for any speed. I thought for a second there maybe he wanted to, put a super mark on him, but no, he did the right thing. Good battle for second. Stanford Court is going to hold off Gray Dragon for third. 1, 4, 6, and 7 under the wire here. 149 and 2. Ocean Rock's lifetime best, taking it Scioto this year, 148 and 4. And that wasn't too long ago. That was in the Ohio Sire Stakes leg back on July 18th. Sure, that might have been a track record.
Yeah, yeah, he's a super serious horse. Almost won the Milstein from the 8-hole, cut the fractions. Odds on Osiris had a perfect trip to beat him, and unfortunately, really not staked outside Ohio much. I don't believe. I'm sure Wendy will probably ask, but this is the one he wanted to be in today, and I don't mean the Breeders' Championship. I mean the Jug.
Well, homebred here for Sandra Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio. She owns the 3-year-old gelding by Rockin' Amadeus. Dan and Christy Noble train, and back to the winner's circle. Here comes Dan with his prized pupil.
Number 1, Ocean Rock. Sandra Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio. Christy Noble, the winning trainer. Dan Noble in the sulky. Second this afternoon, 5th for the week. 3-year-old gelding by Rockin' Amadeus out of Ocean Pearl. 149, 2/5. A stakes record for the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-year-old colt and gelding trot, and equals the track record for 3-year-old geldings of 149 and 2. Stakes record equaling the track record, 3-year-old geldings, 149 and 2. Ocean Rock and Dan Noble. And look who's in the winner's circle. Christy with Nash. Nash with the proud parents, Dan and Christy Ray.
There you see Ocean Rock, and what a sensational season it certainly has been for him. All right, price is in. Ocean Rock, number 1, 220, 210. 4, Stanford Court, 220. Some very short exotics too. The Dollar Perfecta, $1.40. 50-cent try, $146.65, and the 50-cent super, $146.76, $1.90. Roger has the rundown.
Results are official. Number 1, Ocean Rock, the winner. Number 2, Mr. Wiglet, 6. Number 3, Wrecking Crew, 7. Number 4, Stanford Court, 2. Number 5, Opportune Hanover, 5. Number 6, Gray Dragon, 3. And number 7, Johnny Rocket, 4. Top down, 167, 253. 4 on the bottom, the mile. Equaling the track record, stakes record, 149, 2/5. Let's go to the winner's circle. Wendy Ross.
Thank you very much, Roger. Danny Noble and I are just standing down here, and I said, Danny, that was fun. Right, Danny?
It was a lot of fun.
A colt like this certainly is fun. Once in a lifetime type of colt, and it's special. Number 1 today, you get your son, Nash, in the winner's circle. Was his first win photo. How special was that?
It's very special on a day like today, and especially with this colt here.
How about your dad's mare, Ocean Pearl, too? Is this the first foal out of Ocean Pearl?
Yeah, this is the first foal. And, you know, he almost didn't make it when he was born. They ended up putting him back in the straps, and then he wasn't brain dead.
So, well, he certainly made it, and he gets his 6th win on the year for you here. I'm sure your dad Chip smiling down on you today and said she was a great mare, and you got yourself a great colt here today. So congratulations, Danny, once again. And, hey, Nash is super cute. I finally got to meet him. It was so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Winning driver, Danny Noble.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. As we head to break here, a message from Barbara Wilfong. Here's a photo of another famous historical harness horse building and commemorative plaque, the barn where Dan Patch was born in Oxford, Indiana. Lynn and I visited the small town for their Dan Patch parade a couple of weeks ago, and it was pretty sweet. They have a festival for it every year. Thanks so much, Barbara. There's our log cabin. We're proud of it here in Delaware, Ohio. 9 minutes to post for race 14. Let's take another timeout. Just one race away from the first Little Brown Jug elimination, so stick around.
Horse racing is a great sport, And now you can have a horse in the race. Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning horse ownership experience. Purchase as little as 1% of a racehorse and pay a set monthly fee. No surprises, modest investment, low risk, and completely accessible and transparent operations. TheStable.ca offers a unique, engaging racehorse ownership experience and features great customer service and consistent updates about your horse. Our innovative video production team tracks your horse's training progress, and clients are encouraged to visit the horses at any time. TheStable.ca is right for harness racing, and if you want to have a horse in the race, it's right for you too. For more information about The Stable, email Anthony at thestable.ca or call 519-400-4263.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Bow River has been designing Little Brown Jug jewelry for over a quarter of a century. Go to bowriverjewelry.com to see our limited edition 75th anniversary Little Brown Jug pin and 50th anniversary Jugette pin under the Little Brown Jug tab. Browse our Standardbred collection, Equestrian collection, and our expanded Equestrian Bridal collection. bowriverjewelry.com. Original designs and quality you can trust.
Harris Hoosier Park invites you to an exclusive opportunity to bid on a 2021 breeding of the top 6 stallions in harness racing as part of the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge. The breedings will be auctioned off at the 2020 Lexington Select Yearling Sale on October 6th at 6:45 p.m. at the Fazig-Tipton Sales Pavilion. All proceeds of the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge will be donated to charity. Join us in person or bid online at www.lexingtonselected.com.
And please, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to support the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge. You can get more information at lexingtonselected.com. Quick couple of hellos. Chase Lord, watching the broadcast, says, nice job. Thank you very much, Chase. He wants to come next year. And the Hoofmaster, Jared Kelly, he's watching from Gateway Farms. He's got the TV on while he's catching a nice quarter crack. He even sent me some pictures. That's why they call him the Hoofmaster.
Yes.
To answer the trivia question from before, who won the first jug in under 155? Would you like to answer that, Barry Vickroy?
No, I'm not going to take a shot at that.
It's pretty easy. You're going to be embarrassed when I spit the name out.
A guy, Perry Smith, texted me the answer.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. He's got to have that one right.
Niatros, right?
Niatros.
Yep.
Clint Galbraith, 1980. They zipped around the fairgrounds in 154 and 4. Hopefully we can sneak a few more of those Hollywood Hayden nuggets. Barry Vickroy from Scioto Downs and all the other tracks here in Ohio joins us. Barry, you got to call a lot of Ocean Rocks races this summer here. Another dazzler.
Wow.
Okay.
I wanted to get a message to Danny to see if he could get the plugs out in the winter circle since they were still in when he went in there, but just gave him a couple of those Dan Nubble growls in the stretch, and
you heard it because in your perch over there with the OHHA broadcast, you can hear what the drivers are saying or growling or yelling.
Well, I actually stepped down. I wanted to be a little closer, so I was at the end of the grandstand down on trackside as they came through the stretch there. You could hear Danny gave him a couple growls just to keep him going because he did that all alone.
And, Danny wanted to send a message a little bit like, I wish I could be in the jug, basically. And
how did that make you feel?
It's the third horse this week. We're going to have a special jug with Tall Dark Stranger, Ocean Rock, and Party Girl Hill.
And we got to make it non-wagering. How about
Right,
that?
exactly.
Almost like a qualifier. But, yeah, it's such a joy and a privilege to watch horses like that perform. And, again, you know, they have their hands on a really good one. We've got to offer all of our congratulations to the Nobles, as well as owner-breeder Sandra Burnett. Bugle, race 14, Buckeye Stallion Series Pacers, 2-year-old Colts and Geldings, a field of 8.
Horses are on the track. Sugar Valley Farms, parade to the post.